personally, I haven't been impressed with Showtime's Inside versus Mayweather Pacquiao. And when I say I rate the show a 10 of 10, it's because we're getting what we're supposed to get. But at the same time, for a fight of this magnitude, you got to understand that it is produced. He's the executive producer, Floyd Mayweather. So which means that Floyd Mayweather and/or Al Heyman and/or Leonard Ellaby have the final say in what is shown to us, the fans. So for example, it's not really, it never was really all access. You know, it never really was Inside Mayweather versus Pacquiao. What we did see is, we did see Inside versus Mayweather, but at the same time, for HBO at last, and this is just not taking sides, for HBO at last Mayweather versus Pacquiao to just be one episode, they outdid the 70 minutes of spread across 3 episodes of what Showtime had to offer as far as Inside Mayweather versus Pacquiao. But they do have a wild card as far as the epilogue of Mayweather versus Pacquiao, which will chronicle the journey of Floyd Mayweather if he wins, or Floyd Mayweather if he loses. Now that's going to end on, that's going to air on May the 9th, 2015. I believe it's going to be on CBS, if I'm correct, not on HBO. If you don't know, I am T-Street Controversy with RealCombatMedia.com, and I cover, my bad, I'm trying to get the humidifier going, and I cover every single major fight live. So last night, it was April the 29th, right now it's April the 30th, 11:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The last episode of Inside Mayweather vs. Pacquiao came on. I actually did a video moments after it went off, but I was so tired to the point where, you know, I didn't like the way it came out. So therefore I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it again a day later. But it's like this. With the title Inside Mayweather vs. Pacquiao, I thought to myself that, well, for the last episode, for the fight, fans have been asking for, well, when are we going to see something about Manny Pacquiao, or is Manny Pacquiao going to have a segment on there? And I'm talking about of current footage, not old, but current footage that's exclusive to Showtime. Now you got to understand what's going on with the episodes, as far as you not only have Mayweather versus Pacquiao, but when it comes to networks, A-side, HBO versus Showtime. So HBO at last, they did a beautiful job editing that older footage and incorporating that older footage of Mayweather that they had in their archives into building up the story of how we got to this point today. To whereas in Showtime, not having too much exclusive Manny Pacquiao footage, had to really focus just pretty much on Mayweather. But what I would have liked to see is, I just felt they could have done better. The quality of the show, the information we received, yes, I just felt that they could have done better. And the reason why I feel they didn't do better is because Floyd Mayweather and the money team, Mayweather Promotions, are the executive producers. But since there's one episode left, the epilogue, and the fact that it's just going to be so epic, that's going to outweigh everything else. You get what I'm saying? As far as what Inside Mayweather vs. Pacquiao has offered us now. And it'd be crazy if the last episode of the epilogue is an hour-long episode. It won't be. It'll likely be a half an hour, but it would be good if it was. What I'm going to be doing is checking the description box, all the information for when the last show is going to air, and it's going to be right down below. I am T-Street Controversy with RealCombatMedia.com. Let me see, what am I supposed to talk about? You know, there's been so many different Mayweather Pacquiao specials on, and one thing, let me address this. You get a lot of people, right, who say, well, oh, Muhammad Ali said this, but then Sugar Ray Leonard said this, but then Lennox Lewis said this, but then Marvin Hagler said this. You know, and I think to myself, of course you're going to have all these legends having their own different opinions. Why don't people get so caught up in saying, well, listen, but he got to know who's going to win? None of us know who's going to win until they get into the ring on Saturday night. Not me, not you. I'm just trying to make sure I'm healthy enough to be here, to make sure I'm able to give an unbiased post-fight interview where I'm just calling it like I see it, as I always do. I am T Street Controversy with RealCombatMedia.com. This is T Street Controversy Live.